Based on... Wait, the fuck? I won't spit in somebody's mouth.
I feel like you couldn't pick me up and fuck me. You're little, you're short.
You don't have a job?
I have a child on the way!
Holy shit.
It was hard as fuck.
I'm hiding my face for the same reason you're wearing makeup.
I want some bullshit.
Are you gonna like cuff me or something?
Okay, so these YouTube challenges are not serious at all, clearly. But think, what if you could actually swipe left and right and come out with a girlfriend from it? It seems like something out of the YouTube homepage, but actually, this could happen in the future. Well, that's what we're going to be talking about in this video, as we see if these type of challenges could actually be worth something in the future. It all started with the standard face-to-face smash or pass, and find your match. YouTubers figured out pretty early on that if you put men and women in the same room and make them approach each other, then that's just a recipe for success. We're talking about the awkward moments, the embarrassing pickup lines, and then the even worse outfits. People in here were rejecting people for literally anything.
What we saying right
Nah,
now?
she passed me, but I'm gonna give you a smash.
Okay.
Psych a lot!
Pass!
And then you gotta think back to dating apps today. It's pretty much the same. One prompt or one picture that the girl or boy doesn't like, and you're out, literally.
I'm looking at this guy, and he's actually very, very hot. And I would definitely swipe yes on him, and honestly, I just might. Oh, he's ugly as shit. Oh, he's short, too. I guess good thing I looked at more than... Oh, God. He has a Four Loko in his hand. He really almost got the like.
Now, these were around for a long time. We're talking about King Sid and Smooth Geo from the US, and then Moses London and JTube from the UK. They all wanted a piece of the pie, and eventually, so did everybody else. Because now we see people dedicating a whole channel to these type of challenges. Like a whole channel, everything. And it makes you think, what talent do they actually have? Or are they just good at setting these type of videos up? And we're not even going to start on the actual people that participate in these. But of course, that's because it's done for people's entertainment. If it wasn't, it would look very different. Now, after these face-to-face smash or passes and take me out started to fade out, the sidemen came up with the next big thing, Sidemen Tinder. Now, if you normally watch these type of 20v1s and smash or pass videos, you've seen Sidemen Tinder. It's basically the sidemen plus some friends that do Tinder in real life, swiping left and right. Now, the sidemen did all sorts. They threw money at people. They even got P-stars in to join. And let's just say that probably wasn't the smartest idea.
I have a child on the way!
Now, obviously, after Sidemen Tinder, 20v1s came into play. And this would honestly change the whole dynamic of the YouTube dating scene. Because everyone, and I mean everyone, was doing them. It was almost like you missed out if you didn't jump on one of these dating challenges. And if you couldn't do it, you reacted to it. So everyone got a piece.
This is brilliant.
It was putting whoever the one person was in the highest power. So a lot of guys usually got rejected on these type of face-to-face smash or passes in the past. But now the 20v1s were here, there wasn't any of that anymore. Of course though, it was usually only rappers, streamers, and those sorts of people that were participating. So it wasn't as authentic as it should have been. But regardless, people found it entertaining. But now we see people doing the absolute most in some of these videos. Yeah, you saw that. One girl literally didn't wear any underwear and came to one of these shoots for the sole purpose of doing that and hopefully getting picked. Now that's just crazy. But while this was all happening, The Cut, Jubilee, and Nectar all sort of did the same thing. They started getting random people only for their shoots. No celebrities, no streamers, none of that. And this is where people actually started to realize, well, wait, what if this could actually be used on a bigger scale for real life dating? Because clearly they didn't discriminate. They got weirdos on this thing, they got normal people on this, and everyone just seemed to enjoy themselves. And then we were blessed with Arlette Amuli. Now, she took things to the next level. There was a certain professionalism that she brought to the table. People dressed up nice for her shoots. They actually believed that at the end of the day, they were gonna leave with someone worth all their effort.
Is it gonna be a yes for you for him?
Yes, we'll try it out.
Is it a yes for you for her?
Show.
We got a match! Aww. Let's give it up for them, guys.
Arlette and Muley really solidified that if this was going to happen, this was the way they were going to do it. Now let's get back to the topic of the video, how all of this could actually be used as an alternative to dating apps, speed dating, and even meeting people normally in public. Now, if you didn't already know, dating apps like Tinder, Hinge, Bumble, all of them have a sort of ranking system. They rank you on attractiveness, they rank you on how thirsty you are, and then finally, they rank you on compatibility. Now, they've claimed that they've done away with these type of ranking systems, but if we're being real, they probably just replaced it with a different algorithm that does the same thing. Okay, let's talk about how this would work in real life. As you can see, it's not that complicated to explain, because people are already doing it for YouTube videos. So, for instance, if you wanted to do it for the public eyes, there is definitely companies that would pick this up and do that. But of course, if you wanted to do it privately, then that would be an option too, because not many people want to show their dating lives for others to see. That's understandable. Now let's talk about the pros of doing it in public. Number one, they would want to pick the best looking people they possibly can and the most entertaining. In that regard, if you bring something to the table such as entertainment, then you could be put in a group that are more attractive than you are, meaning that you get better pics than someone that would have done it privately. But of course you have to remember, if you embarrass yourself in one of these videos, you're done. You're going to be clipped for Instagram, TikTok, all of them. But if you make the most of it, you're going to be clipped for a lot better reasons. Now, a lot of people are going to compare this to standard speed dating, and in a sense, they're right. They both have set times and you don't really get to know a lot about the person. You just take whatever they give you at the time. But if you think about it, there is actually no alone time between you and the other person. So you might be asking, if I get no added benefits from this and all the pressure of people looking at me, then what's the point? Well, I didn't say it was going to be a better alternative. I just said it was going to be popular. There is a sort of stigma that comes with speed dating. People like the idea of it, but they don't want to be caught actually going to one of those events. Not only will people view them as desperate, they will also view themselves as desperate. So what better alternative for this than an actually proven popular dating experience, such as pop the balloon, press the button, swiping left and right, find your match, face-to-face match or pass, and 20v1s. All these options. And the best part is, you don't have to wait for a reply. You don't have to keep guessing if the other person likes you. They either do or they don't. Put it in the comments below if you believe that this could actually be a successful way to date in the future. And while you're there, make sure to like and subscribe to let me know that you like these type of videos, and I'll do more. Now, what's the one complaint that people make every day about the opposite sex? It's that they can't find a good man, or they can't find a girl that doesn't play any games.
Do you think women have difficulty seeing things from a male perspective?
For sure. A lot of girls are very conceited and self-absorbed and only think of themselves and don't think about how the situation might affect somebody else, as in the guy that might be really nervous to talk to them, and just like blunt, rude responses can actually take like a pretty hard toll on guys, and I feel like a lot of girls don't realize that.
In the late 90s and the early 2000s, people used the word league a lot. Bro, she's out of your league. Or he's out of your league. We heard this popular phrase mostly in teen high school movies from the early 2000s, where people would drool over the most popular girl or guy and imagine a fantasy with them.
And evil takes a human form in Regina George. How do I even begin to explain Regina George?
Regina George is flawless.
She has 2 Fendi purses and a silver Lexus.
I hear her hair is insured for $10,000.
I hear she does car commercials in Japan.
Her favorite movie is Varsity Blues.
One time she met John Stamos on a plane.
And he told her she was pretty.
One time she punched me in the face. It was awesome.
You want to know what this did? This made people aware of where they stood. They understood what was too high of a task for them, and they also understood what they could realistically get. But in recent years, this has not been the case. Tell me why I could scroll on YouTube, TikTok, or Instagram and see an overweight woman on an overweight man because of his weight, refusing to even look his way because that's not the standard for her. And I'll tell you why that isn't the standard for her. It's because she believes that she can get people way out of her league simply because the men will sleep with her. Now, this seems to be a controversial topic, but I will tell you right now that just because a man will sleep with you does not mean he will get in a relationship with you too. He will not put a ring on your finger. He will not want to have kids with you just because he's sleeping with you. Now, what this ego boost does is that they believe they are too good for the people that are in their league. And so, unfortunately, these men turn to other sources to fulfill their needs. And this is why platforms like OnlyFans seem to have blown up in recent years, because it's gotten worse. But there's a hope. Could this new strategy for dating get people out of the house, talking to other people, and maybe even land them on their first date in months? Well, only time will tell. But in the meantime, let's be brushing up on our conversational skills just in case we might need to use it. If you guys did enjoy this video, then please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Our goal is 1,000 subscribers. And if you have any thoughts on it, make sure to put it in the comments below.